Okay. Go ahead, Daddy.
Oh, well, I just tell about the Derwood having us doing things to get us in trouble. That the neighbor's cow or mule or horse got over their place, get a damage to a corn patch or cotton patch. Well, Derwood thought that we had to catch it and ride it, you know, and just spur them real good with the spurs.
No matter what it was.
No matter what it was. That way, he said they wouldn't be coming back in here anymore, damaging their crops. But it upset the neighbors because he seen what was doing because the spurs got to cut into the animal's skin. And, of course, he jumped to Daddy out about it. And they had got in a big argument. And then we was told by Daddy to quit riding people's animals if they got over here, just drive them back home. It was a pretty big argument over that with the neighbor.
What kind of animal did he have getting over in the?
Well, this guy had all kinds of animals. Most of it was the cows. He had some cows that was roguish, they called them, but they'd jump over the fence or crawl through and tear the fence down, you know. We'd have to patch the fence up, fix it, to try to keep them out, but nothing was done to keep them out totally. They still managed to get in, and they'd always get in when, you know, like the corn, when it was making corn, you know, that you could feed your animals or roast theirs. Usually have a roast theirs, it's corn on the cob, you know, and that was pretty good eating. But after the cows and stuff get in there, they done a lot of damage. They'd take them out of their corn. Well, us kids, we wouldn't eat that, you know, we wouldn't eat it anymore because that cow or something had took a bite out of it. We thought that was be unsafe to do that.
But Derwood would have y'all riding.
Oh, yeah, he'd ask us to ride. We rode mules, cows, horses.
Any goats?
No, we had goats. Derwood's had goats there.
Yeah.
We had trouble getting rid of them. What they done, they built kind of a corral with a chute in it where you could get on them and ride them there in that place. And they bought some goats for that, and they practiced roping. Well, these goats are pretty smart. When they see that rope coming, they would dodge. They learned they would dodge the rope. It's hard to rope. And we, as Derwood, Earl fought during Herschel Brook, and another two. But on some Sundays, they'd all meet over at our house, and they'd practice roping. Or if there was happened to be an animal that had got in their place, we had to ride them. Or try to.
Try to ride.
Most time we get bucked off, you know. But if we did, they would get them back in that chute, have us to get back on them, try it again.
Yeah.
And then one day, after about 2 summers, I guess they got tired of it, doing it. They just left them there. Well, Daddy tried to give them away, tried to sell them, and you couldn't take them to the cattle auctions.
They didn't want to. Couldn't sell goats at the cattle auction.
But finally, Daddy traded some horses. I guess got a friend here. When they made the trades, of course, they was in town down there on the street corner, and they're supposed to switch a certain day. He's supposed to bring his horse over to our house and pick up the horse that Daddy had traded him. Well, this happens when the day they's got to switch. The owner, he didn't come. He said his heart had. And so when he went to pick up the horse, Daddy told him the goats went with it as part of the trade. He had to take the goats with the horse. Well, he tied them all together, you know, had a string. Then left, took them. And that was the way Daddy got rid of the goats.
Just kind of dumped them off on somebody.
I don't know if anything happened when that man got back to. I just imagine he got kind of chewed out.
That guy ever do any more trading with Grandpa?
I don't think he did. I don't think he ever made any more trades.
Sounds like Grandpa got to him a little bit, giving him them goats.
He did.
Of course.
If goats was bad, we had a 36 dark blue Ford cars, and you know, it had the turtle shell. The trunk was lower than the top of the car, but them goats would jump up on the back of the car, and then they'd climb on top. And of course, they'd get to fight up there, and they'd some of them knock the others off. You know, we watched them sometimes, and we thought that was fun as kids.
Well, you got great grandkids that do that now.
Probably, yeah. We just had those kids. We just had fun with them goats. But you talk about something smelling now. Them goats, they smell bad.
Yeah.
And but where they got on top of the car, the little hoofs, was sharp, and on top of her car you see scratch marks, you know, all over the top of it where their foot had cut into the paint. Of course, back then the paint, I'm sure, wasn't as good a job as they do now.
It might have been better.
Might have been, but they sure had the top of the car messed up. It just.
I'm surprised Grandpa didn't have skin them and clean them and
Well,
give
I
Grandma
am
to make chili out of.
I am too, because 2 or 3 years before that come about, J.Q. Porter, he got Daddy to butcher a goat for him.
Yeah.
And he just got a watch. He didn't want to do it himself. Well, Daddy hung the goat up, you know, about his hind feet from a tree limb. And he got a tub or a bucket or something that he put under that goat's head on the ground. And of course, Daddy sharpened his knife, you know. And all at once, he just cut that goat's throat.
Yeah.
And let the blood run in that bucket. J.Q., he just about fainted. He wasn't expecting that.
He wasn't ready
He
for it.
wasn't ready for it. Oh, he got sick. And this J.Q. Porter, he was my older sister's boyfriend.
Roxy's boy.
Roxy. And